the following presentation of the National Football League.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning, and it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way, and he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Denver first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Charlie Jones on the Bengals return. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 7th-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered before he got his shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Browning from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Nix now on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll try and run this. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Marvin Mims. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 39-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix, quick out wide, complete. He works it down to the 37. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. They just get the play off. And he's taken down. So that's how our first quarter is going to end. So a little momentum boost there for the defense. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 3 now. They go play fake with Browning. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play fake, Browning. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Ball in left side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Browning. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Trey, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So here comes the Bronco offense. By this point, partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Juke the defender. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 46. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to throw, Browning. Gets this to Fant. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Bengals looking for a score just before the break. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Browning. Setting up the screen. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hands into the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. They're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Throwing is Browning. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
All set up now for 1st and 10. To the air, Browning. This to the back of the end zone. Oh, but he ran out of room. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights.
Good.
And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Broncos nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 2nd and 1. Pass him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Complete to Mims. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Working inside the red zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's 2nd down.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Finds him on the slant. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos get their first point of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. So So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter.
Will Lutz to
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Browning from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bengals first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throw. Here's Browning. Now here he goes. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He'll cobble together a yard there. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play fake with Browning. It is caught left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now it's Browning. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
For the Bengals field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Bengals get to it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Now Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 7.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Samaje Perine on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro, Nick Bonito. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. Second and 6 coming up here. Browning. He's calling his own number again. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
First down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Brown quick on the draw here. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Browning. Right back to Chase. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Now this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Broncos are ready to go, and we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air, Browning. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was taken down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing is Browning. He's running for it. sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Here's Brownie. Took off with it again. And his slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. That one's complete right side. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. Then he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals down by 10. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Running from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Browning now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing it again here. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
This would put it back within a field goal.
Extra point.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
17. Bengals 14.
Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them, and that should put the finishing touch on this victory. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're headed out now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.